To conduct our interviews will be Sky Sports' Mel Jones, and our congratulations to India, winning by 151 runs to go one up in the 5-match series. Our first interview comes with England captain Joe Root.
Joe, cricketers are superstitious people up in the change rooms. I'm tipping no one was moving from their seats, not just for the last hour, but for most of today.
Yeah, I mean, can you ask that again? I didn't quite hear half.
Sorry, I'm just saying we're very superstitious people. I'm tipping that no one changed from their seats for most of today.
Yeah, I mean, you're always trying to find any little word to deal with situations like that. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite manage to see out today, which was very frustrating, but it's still a lot of cricket to be played in this series, and you can bet that we'll be coming back hard in the next 3 games.
Look, I know it's very raw and you're probably still unpacking a lot of things, but are you still scratching your head as to how you got into a situation of being in a good position at the start of the day to then losing this match, or is it pretty clear in your mind where things went wrong?
Yeah, I think a lot of that has to come on my shoulders, to be honest. As captain, you take responsibility. I think tactically I could have done things slightly differently this morning, and we went from being in a very strong position where we looked like we were going to go and win this game to being behind things and making it very difficult for ourselves. So, I've got to do a lot of learning and make sure that if we find ourselves in a similar position, tactically I'm better.
And does that come down to an emotional thing, because it was a pretty highly charged test match?
No, I don't think so. I think more than anything, just probably got a few things slightly wrong, and credit those partnership there. They did play pretty well. But yeah, I think I'll look at things probably doing it slightly differently if I got another opportunity. Some
pretty good positives, though, over the 5 days as well, particularly with 2 players, Mo Ali and Mark Wood, coming into the team.
Yeah, no, they played brilliantly. They threw everything into this test match. Mark's hurt himself within the game, and still, as you'd expect with his attitude and the way he goes about things, has teared in for his all game. Mo to come back and perform as he has been fantastic. It's been great to have him back in and around Test cricket and see him enjoying himself and playing the way he has. It's been really encouraging. So there are things that we can definitely take from this game, and as I say, there's a lot of cricket still to be played yet.
You get a little bit of a break now as well. How much does it take to get over a match like this, and what are you looking forward to over the next little bit for the next test?
I think as a side, we're used to playing long series, we're used to playing 5-match series, and we found ourselves in this position before and managed to come out on top. So I think it's really important that we don't panic, we stay very calm. We look to learn lessons that we should put right and be better next time.
Here we go. The crowd here, I don't think I've ever seen a Mexican wave at Lord's before in a test match.
I mean, it's so good just to have crowds back in general in sporting arenas, and it just certainly didn't disappoint this week.
There we go. Unfortunate today, but all the best at Leeds.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
And now for a word with India captain Viratkohli.
Virat, you're a man that wears his emotions on his sleeve with his captaincy. What's the overriding emotion that you feel right now for this team?
Well, super proud of the whole team. The way we stuck to our plans in this test match after being put in. Our performance with the bat was outstanding. The pitch didn't offer much in the first 3 days, to be honest. I think the first day was the most challenging, and then after that it was quite difficult for the bowlers to get anything from the track. But I think the way we played in the second innings after being put under pressure this morning from Jasprit and Shami was absolutely outstanding. And then we thought 60 overs to go, we could have a crack at the result, and we had the belief that we can get them out in those 60 overs, and I think the bowlers were just outstanding. And what happened in our second innings right at the end with the bowlers, bit of tension on the field that really helped us and really motivated us to finish this game.
I was watching you mostly from the balcony, but at the end when you declared, the whole team and squad came down and stood by the door. What was the thought behind that? Yeah,
just to applaud what Jasprit and Shami did. I think it takes a lot of character and heart to play under those circumstances as bowlers who don't get much to bat. And just putting their hand up for the team when we needed it most was something that we were really proud of, and we wanted to let them know so that they charged up and they both took the new ball and got us 2 breakthroughs as well, which was very crucial for us.
You've made some big changes since coming in as captain. The fitness has certainly improved, a lot of positive things. At the start of this tour, did you think to yourself the tail enders, that's one area that we'd like to really improve?
Yes, for sure. I mean, when we were our most successful in Test cricket for a year and a half, our lower order was contributing big time, and that's something that we went away from a little bit when we played away from home. So that was one of our focuses. You know, the batting coaches really worked hard with the boys, and they're putting in the hard work. You know, most importantly, when they walk out to bat, they believe that they can stay there and get some runs for the team. I think that belief was missing. We were practicing, but now they have that, you know, desire in them to do the job for the team, and we know how priceless those runs are, and that proved to be the case even today as well.
You've had some big wins away. This one certainly is probably up there. You've only had 2 wins here at Lord's. This is the 3rd out of 19. Where does this rate?
Yeah, look, I've been a part of the winning test match last time when I was a player under MS. That was pretty special as well. Ishant bowled an outstanding spell. But I think this one, you know, we knew that in that game we had put them under pressure on day 4 itself. But this one, to get a result in 60 overs when, you know, we all thought, well, let's have a crack at what we have in front of us. It's quite special, and especially with someone like Siraj playing for the first time at Lord's and bowling the way he did was outstanding. But as I said, what happened on the field really charged us up and gave us that extra motivation to finish this game off.
Talk about the declaration for a little bit. You got yourselves into a good position. What were your thoughts in terms of time, runs, and obviously you got it right?
Well, it was more a case of, you know, what's the number of overs we're comfortable with. And I thought anything under 55 doesn't sound right. You know, I don't want to walk off the field later thinking, what if we had 4 or 5 more overs left with us? And we decided, okay, 60 is our mark, and we're going to have a crack at them in 60 overs. But as I said, with the crucial breakthroughs with the new ball were the right start for us, and we carried on from there.
Did it feel like an away game with this crowd?
Yeah, for the most part, I think, for 4.5 days. But I think today in the second half, we thought that we were on top and the crowd got behind us, our fans as well. So, yeah, we're very happy with the support that we got. Especially when you're playing away from home, these things are very crucial, very important. And we feed off the energy of the crowd as well. So that's always been a hallmark of this team.
And it's a belated celebration for Independence Day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it comes a day later, but obviously it's the best. It's the best gift we can give to the people of India and the Indians that stay here as well. I think it's a very happy day for us. But having said that, we had a word in the change room now. We got 3 more games to go. Our aim is 5 test matches. You know, we're not going to sit on our laurels after this match and just take it easy. If at all, we're going to get more intense and more precise in what we do in the next 3 games.
Looks like you're getting your reviews right as well.
Sorry?
Your reviews, you're getting right?
Yeah, today that one was purely gut feel. Look, I get many wrong, but I like to go with my instinct. You know, if it goes wrong, I'm ready to cop the criticism for it as well. But if you don't take a chance, you'll never know.
Well, it's worked well for you today. Congratulations, all the best in Leeds.
Thank you.
We now come to the LV Insurance Player of the Match. This was decided by the Sky Sports commentary team, who received an LV Insurance medal and several incredible performances. For England, Joe Root with 180 and Jimmy Anderson with 5 for 62. For India, Ajinkya Rahane 61 off 146 balls, which got them back into the match. And Mohammad Siraj with match figures of 8 for 126. But in the end, setting up victory right from the word go, a man with his 6th Test match century of his career with 129. The LV Insurance Player of the Match is India's klrahul.
KL, your 600, you're up on the honours board. When you walked off the ground, was that the first thing you looked at?
I've been looking at it every morning to see if they've put it down permanently. It's still a temporary piece of paper. So, yeah, really proud moment and really happy that this 100 could result in a victory for India.
First innings runs too is so important for an opener, isn't it?
It was, obviously, having put into bat, we had to go out there and give the team a good start and make sure we put a decent total on board. And, me and Rohit, I think the partnership was really, really crucial. And, to put on 380, 360 on board in the first innings was really crucial. So, yeah, really happy.
And if you can remember back to 5 days ago, it was overcast, you've been put in. It wouldn't mean, in terms of your game plan, it had to be absolutely spot on.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we've been here for a couple of months now and we've been working really, really hard on our skills and on our game. even in the first game in Trent Bridge, I think the batsmen have shown a lot of discipline. That's because of the work we've put in the couple of months that we've been here. So yeah, really pleased and really happy that we could go out there and put up a performance like that, and hopefully continue in the next 3 games.
And the intensity on the field?
That's what you expect with 2 really competitive teams. You're always going to see great skills. You're going to see a lot of heart and a bit of words as well. So that only shows how much each team wants to win. So we don't mind a little bit of banter, and you go after one of our guys, all 11 are going to come right back at them. So that just got us going, and the bowlers were really pumped and really wanted to go out there and have a real crack at them. So really happy with the performance that they put in this game.
Well, enjoy going back up into those change rooms and sitting and watching and looking at your name up on their wall. Well batted today.
Thank you, cheers.
Well, to put that man of the match award into context and the reasons why, yes, Joe Root made 180 not out. Anderson took 5 wickets and Siraj 8 in the game on his first appearance at Lord's. Cast your mind back to that first morning when England won the toss and inserted. The conditions to bat were appalling, and he managed to eke out 100 and get a great platform for his side. This is a great platform now, this victory, for India in the series. There are 3 games to go. We've got a little pause until we head up to Emerald Headingley. Then we're back in London at the Klrahul Oval before we head up to Emirates Old Trafford for the final game of